do a movement exercise called the universal embrace. So step your feet wide and have your toes pointing out at around 45 degrees. And then stand tall, lift the spine, energize your legs. Take an inhale as you stretch your arms up in a big V, spread your hands wide, open the soles of the feet, and then as you exhale, curl your spine, bend your knees, make fists, chin to chest. Inhale, lift and open the arms, lift the spine, and exhale, curling in, rounding your back, bending your knees deeply, fists come to your belly. And then inhale, lifting the chest, spreading the arms up and out, expanding. Exhale, curling in, making fists, going down and in. And continue like this, inhaling to expand and exhaling to contract. Continuing at your own pace. Explore the edges of the movement and explore the transitions of the movement. Be expressive with those hands. Be expressive with your spine. Make sure those knees are tracking right over the centers of the feet. And the next time you're ready for an inhalation, just come to stand in neutral with palms open. And then exhale and step your feet together. We'll do a movement exercise called the wave. So step your feet wide, a bit wider than your hips. Have your knees bent a little bit and feet parallel. Elongate the spine and take an inhale to open the chest and look up. And then exhale, keep looking up as you undulate down, reaching the chest forward and down, and at the end of the exhale, tuck your chin. And then inhale, chin to chest as you roll yourself all the way up, and at the end of the inhalation, you'll lift your chin. Exhale, reach the chest forward and down. And then inhale, roll yourself up. Collarbones open and the head comes up last. And continue like this to undulate as you breathe. And you can even curl yourself, and you can even undulate down over to one side, coming over one leg. And then over to the other side. So you can play with the movement a bit here, playing with different angles in the body. Let your rib cage move freely as you experiment here, involving your whole spine in the movement. Let your knees be soft as you continue. Let your weight really drop down into your feet. Playing with the diagonals, playing with different qualities of movement. We'll continue with the same pattern of exhaling the chest forward and down, inhaling to roll up. And then inhale and roll up to center, and exhale and stay upright. And now place a blanket onto your sticky mat so that your shins will have some padding, and come to hands and knees, and we'll practice some hip circles. So let your hips fall forward towards the wrists, and then let your hips move all the way to the left, and then all the way back. And continue this big hip circle, taking the hips all the way over to the right. And hips come all the way back to the center. And continue like this, circling. And you can let your elbows and arms and hands and upper spine and head and feet just feel alive and responsive and receptive to these big hip circles. So let your body move as it feels natural. Find a rhythm with your breathing and continue these big circles, taking the hips around and around. Smooth movement here as you breathe. Let your whole body be involved in this activity. Stay open and wide and lifted in the back of your throat. And then circle in the other direction, taking the hips over to the right and back and left and down, going at your own pace here, circling, exploring the outer edges of this circle, exploring the range of motion here. What's possible for you right now? Free your breath here as you move, as you circle. Come to your knees to practice cat-cow. Have your hands directly under your shoulders, arms extended. Inhale in neutral, and then exhale into cat pose, rounding the back, lifting the waist to the ceiling, head and tailbone heavy. Hang out here and breathe. Let the belly recede and press your shoulder blades away from your spine. So reach your shoulder blades down into the arms, into the hands, which are spreading and pressing into the mat. And then on your next inhale, move through neutral and then into cow pose. So lift the buttocks and the sitting bones. Let the upper thoracic spine sink towards the chest. Lift and widen the collarbones. Lengthen the throat as you lift the chin and look up. And then come back to neutral. Take a nice deep breath in to lengthen your spine. And then as you exhale, start to come into cat pose. Bringing the chin towards the chest. Tailbone moves down and in, rounding the back. And then inhale into cow pose. Lifting the chest, lifting the buttocks. Shoulders move back away from the ears. And exhale back into cat pose. Really extend through your elbows. Reach your shoulder blades down towards your hands. And then inhale into cow. Let the bottom front ribs reach forward. Lift the chest, lift the buttocks. And exhale back into cat. And continue at your own pace here. And play with it a little bit. See if you can find some extra movement in the shoulder blade area, in the upper thoracic spine area. You can let yourself be a little bit creative here with some subtle movements, staying with the cat-cow pattern, but being a little bit experimental, a little bit squirmy. As you come into cow pose, feel the shoulders really move back away from the ears, shoulder blades sliding down the back. And then as you come into cat pose, round the whole spine and reach the shoulder blades away from the spine towards the hands. Relax internally as you keep going. See if you can deepen the movement. Deepen your awareness in the moment. And on your next inhalation, make your way back into a neutral position. Now we'll practice what I call barrel cat-cow. So there's a circular movement that we'll bring to this. Start in neutral, and then exhale into cat pose, rounding. And then shift your ribcage over towards the left arm. And then swing your chest down and towards the center, and swing the chest over to the right, and then come back into cow pose, rounding, and continue like this. So you're circling your ribcage to the left and down, and to the right and up. And in the downmost position, you're passing through cow, and in the upmost position, you're passing through cat. So watch here if you're confused at all. And see if you can find this circular pattern here. To the right and up with the rib cage. And then start to circle the other way. So now let the rib cage move to the right and down. Let the rib cage and the chest move to the left. And then cat pose takes your rib cage up and over to the right again, and keep going like this. Drop into this rhythm here. And again, let yourself experiment with the subtleties of the movement. Keep going here. Smooth, steady breathing. Really let your shoulder blades glide and slide and move. And then make your way back to neutral. Now we'll do puppy pose. So grab a blanket so that your knees and shins have some padding under them. Start on hands and knees. And then start to walk your hands forward like down dog position. Pull your hips way up. The hips will be right over the knees here. So continue to walk those hands forward so that you're very long and extended, and let your forehead rest down on the sticky mat. So it's very similar to dog pose. And now lift up onto your fingertips. Lift your chest a little bit, stretch your chest forward, stretch your bottom front ribs forward. Find lots of length through the anterior spine, and then keep the arms lifting as you let your forehead rest down again, long through the armpits and the waist. Squeeze your upper arm bones towards each other a little bit. Breathe deeply here, enjoying this nice opening through the shoulders and the armpits. Long abdomen. And then come back up to hands and knees. And now come onto your belly for some cobra undulations. So make your way onto your belly and lengthen your right and left legs back one at a time so that you become very long on the floor here. And then have your hands alongside your rib cage, flat on the sticky mat, and lift the shoulders and outer arms up towards the ceiling. Let the elbows pull back and a little wide. Anchor your tailbone down, spread the toes open, internally rotating in the thighs. And think of the rib cage pulling forwards and up, and start to lift the collarbones and lift the chin. Breathing here in the cobra. And then exhale and lower yourself down and let your head release down. And now inhale, roll yourself up into a higher cobra and let your head come up last. And then exhale, roll your spine back down, letting your head come down last. Inhale, using the arms, rolling your spine up, anchoring the tailbone. Lift the chest, lift the chin as you finish the inhalation. And then exhale as you undulate back down at the end of the exhale, chin to chest. And continue this way, creating length in your body as you undulate. Shoulders back, elbows pull back. And now we'll practice a higher cobra. So walk your hands forward a little bit on your sticky mat. Anchor your tail and start to lift the front ribs up, pulling the rib cage forwards as you lift the front of the spine up towards the ceiling. Let your shoulders go back. Press into your spread out hands. Come up a little higher and lift your chin. And then exhale and come all the way down. And now we'll practice pigeon undulations. So have a blanket on your sticky mat, and this will be padding for your back knee. Start on your hands and knees, and then slide your right knee forward. And line up your right knee so that it's lateral to the right hip. So your right knee is further out to the right than your right hip, and that front leg is folded into pigeon position. And then inhale and lengthen the sides of your body. Lift from underneath the heart. And then exhale and start to fold yourself down over the front leg. And then inhale and roll yourself up again, letting your head come up last. Opening the chest, lifting the chin. And exhale and undulate yourself down. Coming down with the middle back and the upper back, and then the head comes down last. And then inhale and undulate your spine all the way back up, unfurling. And keep going here, using your fingertips to support you. Elbows bending back, shoulders in the back of the shoulder sockets. And keep grounding through that left hip. Pull the outer right hip back into the socket so the left hip can relax forward. So the hips are becoming more square here as you undulate. And keep going, smooth breath with movement. See if you can articulate yourself well through your spine as you roll down and as you roll up. And then come all the way up to a seated pigeon. Plant your hands down and come back onto hands and knees. And then take the left knee forward. And line up that left knee so that it's lateral to the outer left hip, so that it's more to the left than the left hip. Front leg is folded in pigeon position, and then adjust your back leg so that thigh is rolling in, so your hips are square. Support yourself with your fingers. Inhale and lift the belly and lengthen the anterior spine. Lift the collarbones, lift the chin, and then exhale and undulate yourself down, bringing the navel down and then the chest and then the chin to chest as you exhale. And then inhale, roll yourself back up, shoulders back, elbows back, lengthening the throat, looking up. Exhale, rolling yourself down. And continue at your own pace here. Gathering the outer left hip back towards the hip. gathering the outer left thigh back towards the hip, letting the low belly hug towards the anterior spine. Articulating vertebrae by vertebrae as you undulate. And then come back onto hands and knees to come out of the pose. Now we'll practice cat-cow in a Vajrasana position. So open up your blanket as you see here. Start on hands and knees. So the blanket provides some padding for your shins. And then sit back on your shins and release the flesh of your buttocks back. And if this is difficult for you, then you can place a bolster onto your feet and sit your butt down on the bolster. That will make it easier for you if this is challenging. And now interlace your hands behind your head and open your elbows wide. Let your pubic bone and inner thighs release down as you lift the chest and open the elbows and look up. And then exhale and round your spine. Take your elbows down, chin to chest, rounding your whole back, belly receding. And then inhale, unfurl your spine, looking up, lifting the chest, open the elbows, pubic bone heavy. And then exhale, rounding the back, tailbone curling, elbows curling down, chin in. And continue like this. Breathing and moving together. And as you inhale, as you open the elbows and look up, think of the thoracic spine deepening into your body towards the chest. Continue here, movement with breath. And then for the last time, open the elbows, deepen the thoracic vertebrae, widen the collarbones. Take an extra breath here. And exhale and release to center, hands resting on thighs. And now we'll practice a side bend in Vajrasana. So sit on your shins with a blanket under your shins for padding. And you can sit on a bolster if that helps. You can place the bolster right on your heels. And then inhale and reach your arms up overhead, lengthening. And as you exhale, take your right hand down to the sticky mat and take a side bend over to the right. Extend through the left arm. Stay grounded in both thigh bones. Stay grounded in the outer hips, releasing down in the inner thighs. And then see if you can find a taste of a back bend in the upper back here as you side bend. And then inhale back to the center, lifting the arms up. And exhale, side bend over to the other side, deepening the thoracic vertebrae towards the chest, into the body as you extend the right arm and turn the right ribs up to the ceiling as you side bend. Left hand grounding into the sticky mat. Left hand grounding into the floor. And then inhale up to center, extending long. And exhale, release your arms out and down. Now we'll practice Vajrasana with a really sweet side cat-cow variation. Sit on your shins. And sit with a tall spine. And then inhale your arms out to the sides and up. Lift from deep inside. And exhale, take a side bend over to the right. And then bring your left hand behind your head As you inhale, you'll open your elbow and twist to face the ceiling. And as you exhale, you'll turn and look down towards your right hand, chin to chest, elbow down, curling the spine like cat. And then inhale, open the elbow, find a gentle back bend. And exhale, curling back down. Inhale, open the elbow, look at the ceiling, open the chest, turn the left ribs up. Exhale, curling into a side cat, elbow down, chin to chest, and continue like this. Allow yourself to become really involved in exploring the subtleties of movement here. Exploring the range of your shoulders, the range of the movement of the head, and resolve this into a simple side bend, exhaling, and then inhale back to the center, both arms up, and exhale, side bending over to the left. Hand behind your head, open the elbow, turn the right ribs up, look at the ceiling, and then exhale, looking down at the left hand, close the elbow, rounding. Inhale, open the elbow, turning to look at the ceiling, and exhale, rounding again, chin to chest. And continue like this. Explore the range of motion of that right elbow. See if you can feel the right shoulder blade gliding on the rib cage. Movement and breath together, and resolve into a side bend, exhaling. Inhale back to center, lifting both arms, lift the low belly, and exhale, relax the arms out and down. And now we'll do Setu Bandhasana, moving in a flow. So ground the arms as you inhale and come all the way up to Setu Bandha, lifting the buttocks, and then exhale and roll yourself back down, letting the buttocks come down last. Keeping the arms extended by your sides, palms flat. You'll keep the arms here as you inhale and lift the buttocks up and continue to lift the spine up, lift the chest, and exhale, release the spine down, letting the thoracic spine roll down, then the lumbar, and then the buttocks. Inhale to lift the buttocks first, lifting the lumbar, lifting the thoracic, one vertebrae at a time, and exhale, roll the thoracic and lumbar and pelvis and tailbone back down. And continue with this flow, staying grounded in the inner feet, staying gathered in the outer thighs and outer knees, staying grounded in the hands and in the forearms. Let your breath be open, let the back of the throat be open as you undulate here in Setu Bandhasana, going at your own pace. And then the next time you roll down, stay here and take a couple of breaths resting. And lay down on your back now for a supine twist. Extend your arms out to the sides. Lift your knees up over your hips. And then take your knees over to the right towards your right elbow. And rest your legs down on the floor here. And then reach the left arm to the left to increase the twist. Feel your belly rolling to the left as your legs relax more and more to the right. Have a sense of widening across the collarbones, long and wide through the arms, open hands. You can ground your arms down into the floor, lengthen the spine here, and turn the belly more to the left as you relax the legs more to the right. And then bring your legs up to the center. And take your legs over towards the left elbow, knees nice and bent. Take a moment as you settle your body here. Reach the right arm to the right to help open the chest. And let your belly recede and roll to the right as you relax your legs more and more to the left. Spread through the arms, long spine, smooth breath. Roll the belly to the right. And then take the legs back to center and feet down. Now we'll do a version of supported fish with a bolster and 2 blankets. So please set up as you see here. The bolster is horizontal, and then you have 2 folded blankets, and that will be for your head support. So lay back over the bolster so the bolster is supporting your rib cage. It's not under the lumbar spine. Rather, it's under the thoracic spine. And then pull the flesh of the buttocks away from the lower back. And the shoulders will relax into the gap between the bolster and the folded blankets, and the head will rest on the folded blankets. And start to extend and relax the legs. Let the arms relax right out to the sides. Let the abdomen settle. Let the shoulders relax here. See if the shoulders can really let go because of all of this support that's here. Let the head and neck relax because they're supported by the blankets. Let the upper torso relax as it's supported by the bolster. Let gravity have an effect on the shoulders, releasing and relaxing. Slow down your exhalations here. Stay very present in this moment inside yourself. Observing whatever arises. Smooth inhalation, smooth exhalation. And then start to come out of the pose by curling onto your right side. We'll practice Shavasana. Lay down on your back. Adjust the flesh of your buttocks so the flesh is moving away from the lower back, and adjust the right butt cheek to the right and the left butt cheek to the left a little bit, and then release the legs down and relax them. And then slide your shoulder blades down your back a little bit. Release and relax the arms and let the palms face up. And then close your eyes and let go in your body. Let go and allow your body to be supported by the floor. No need for any holding on here. So let go yourself, let loose yourself. So let go and relax and release. And now we'll do a little guided relaxation. Relax the front half of your body. Relax the front half of your body. And relax the back half of your body. Relax the right side of your body. And relax the left side of your body. Relax the top half of your body. And relax the bottom half of your body. Relax the inside of your body. And relax the outside of your body. Relax the front half of your body. Relax the back half of your body. Relax the right side of your body. And relax the left side of your body. Relax the top half of your body. And relax the bottom half of your body. Relax the inside of your body. And relax the outside of your body.